guys, welcome back to another Destiny 2 video. I hope you're doing well. My name is Redrix. In today's video, we're going to go over all the steps for the renewed set, the blue set for Solstice of Heroes. Now, before we get into that, if you guys can subscribe to the channel, it would really mean a lot. I want to get to 3,000 subscribers, so if you guys please just subscribe and like to the channel, it would really mean a lot. And other than that, let's get on with the video. So if you are a new light to Solstice of Heroes, we'll be going to a new place called the European Aerial Zone, a new activity, and we'll be upgrading this Solstice Armor from a green common rarity up to a legendary purple rarity. Now, this first rarity is called the Drain set. This is the green version. This is what it looked like last year. It's going to probably look around the same. Then the one that we're covering in this video is the renewed set, the second stage, the blue set. Before that, you get up to the Majestic set, which we did cover in a previous video that I will link down below if you're interested for the Majestic steps. And there's a new step this year called the Magnificent step. And before that, you will need to complete the objectives in the Majestic set to get the Magnificent set, which then you masterwork it, and that's the final thing that you get for the Solstice Armor. So there's going to be a bit more steps than last year and the previous years. I just want to let you guys know. But in today's video, we're going to go over all the steps that you need to know for the renewed set and how you guys can have a fast and easy guide on all of these objectives. So we're going to start off with the helmet and end with the bond on each characters. We're going to start off with the Titan, then the Hunter, and lastly the Warlock. So let's get into it. So this will be for the renewed Titan helmet requirements. You got to complete runs to the European Aerial Zone, land precision final blows, and defeat hive combatants. So when you're going into the European Aerial Zone, you're already completing runs. Sometimes it will load as hive combatants. It will load as different enemy races each time. So if you load into a hive one, you can easily complete this, and you just got to try to get precision final blows. But you can also do this in Escalation or anywhere else in the solar system. So this will be for the renewed Titan Gauntlet requirements. You gotta defeat combatants in the European Aerial Zone, defeat combatants with super abilities, and defeat combatants in the European Aerial Zone while using an Arc subclass. So when you're using the Arc subclass, you want to defeat combatants in the European Aerial Zone, you're banging that out. You're defeating combatants in the European Aerial Zone while using an Arc subclass, you're banging that out, and you just have to use your grenades so you can bang out these super abilities. So this will be for the renewed Titan chest requirements. You gotta complete adventures, collect soul orbs and strikes, and defeat opposing guardians in the Crucible or Gambit. For the guardian kills, go into the Crucible because that will be easier than Gambit. And the adventures, I guess, go to Titan, Mercury. Those adventures, those won't be as difficult. But unfortunately, there's no like connecting things that you can do, two objectives at once. Unfortunately, for this armor piece, just collect solar orbs, just use the solar subclass, bang out those quick strikes like a Shadow's inverted spiral, and you'll be easily done with the solar orbs, the guardian kills, and doing adventures. So this will be for the renewed Titan leg requirements. You got to complete poke events on Nessus, collect void orbs in the Crucible or Gambit, and unlock Solstice packages. So when you're in the European Aerial Zone, you're collecting these things called the Solstice fragments, which unlock the Solstice packages. So you're doing that in the European Aerial Zone. You can collect void orbs. You can either do Crucible or Gambit. I would say Gambit for the void orbs, but it's up to you what mode you want to do, Crucible or Gambit, and go and complete public events on Nessus. You should be sure to bang all these out quickly as possible. So this will be for the renewed Titan Mark requirements. You gotta complete playlist strikes, collect elemental orbs of any type in any activity, and complete Crucible or Gambit matches. So when you're doing the strikes, you're collecting elemental orbs in that activity, so you'd be sure to bang that out. But if you didn't finish the elemental orbs objective, just go and do Crucible or Gambit, and you'll be sure to bang those as well out. So all these is a very quick thing. Just when you're doing strikes, when you're doing Crucible or Gambit, you'll easily bang out the elemental orbs and easily bang out the other objectives to finish this armor piece. Hey guys, just wanted to let you know before we get on to the Hunter that there's going to be some similarities, some differences between the requirements on all three classes. If you weren't aware, there might be some that ask for Gambit, there might be some that doesn't ask for Gambit. I just wanted to be aware that some might be similar than others, like other classes. So this will be the renewed Hunter helmet requirements. You gotta complete runs of the European Aero Zone, land precision final blows, and defeat fallen combatants. When you're in the European Aero Zone, you might find fallen as the race, that you need to kill for some of the objectives in the European Aero Zone. So you're already beating both of those objectives, and you just have to land some precision final blows at the fallen in the European Aero Zone, and you'll be easily be able to finish this whole armor. So this will be for the renewed Hunter Gauntlet requirements. You gotta complete playlist strikes, collect soul orbs and Gambit, and unlock Solstice packages. Unfortunately, there's no internet connecting ones. You can't complete two at once with this. Collecting soul orbs and Gambit, you want to have a team for that. Have solar weapons, have a solar subclass. Unlock Solstice packages, you have to do the European Aero Zone to unlock them with Solstice fragments by doing the European Aero Zone. So that you might need a team for that if you want to cook through all of the European Aero Zone runs and completing playlist strikes. Just go look for Inverted Spiral, Lake of Shadows. You'll be easily able to knock this all out eventually. So this will be for the renewed Hunter chest requirements. You gotta defeat combatants in the European Aero Zone, collect elemental orbs of any type in any activity. So you're already doing that when you're doing the European Aero Zone, and defeat combatants in the European Aero Zone while equipped with a solar subclass. So if you use a solar subclass to get solar orbs, you'll be easily able to knock all three of these out because you're defeating combatants, you're getting solar orbs, you're collecting elemental orbs for using solar, and you're using the defeating combatants with a solar subclass last objective, so you're already banging all these out. So this is for the renewed Hunter leg requirements. You gotta complete public events on Nessus, defeat combatants with super abilities. You're already killing enemies when you're doing the public events on Nessus, so that's an easy bang out. And defeat opposing guardians in the Crucible or Gambit. I would pick Crucible because there's more guardians in there than Gambit, so you be sure to bang all these out. So this will be for the renewed Hunter cloak requirements. You gotta complete adventures, collect arc orbs in any striking, complete Crucible or Gambit matches. None of these actually interconnect. You can't do two of them at the same time like the Titan. Complete adventures, I would go for Titan because those adventures aren't so bad and aren't so time consuming. Collect arc orbs, just use an arc subclass. You can get those arc orbs in that strike. And complete Crucible or Gambit matches. Crucible matches seem to go quicker, but it's up to you if you want to do Crucible or Gambit. So this will be for the renewed Warlock helmet requirements. You gotta complete runs to the European Aero Zone, land precision final blows, and defeat Cabal combatants. When you're going through runs, completing the runs to the European Aero Zone, you might get Cabal being one of the combatants, the race that you need to kill for objectives in the European Aero Zone, so you're already banging that out, and you just need to go for land precision final blows, but you can go to any other planet for the Cabal combatants if it's not in the European Aero Zone run that you're doing. So this will be for the renewed Warlock Gauntlet requirements. You gotta complete playlist strikes, collect elemental orbs of any type in any activity. You're already getting elemental orbs when you're doing the strikes, so that's an easy bang out. And defeat opposing guardians in the Crucible or Gambit. You would go into the Crucible because there's much more guardians than Gambit, so this piece of gear isn't as hard, isn't as time consuming, and it's very quick. So this is for the renewed Warlock chest requirements. You gotta complete adventures, collect arc orbs in Crucible or Gambit, and unlock Solstice packages. To unlock Solstice packages, you're gonna need Solstice fragments in the European Aero Zone, so that will be your #1 goal for the packages. Collect arc orbs in Crucible or Gambit. It's up to you. I would do Crucible, but it's up to you if you want to do Crucible or Gambit. In completing adventures, go to Titan, go to Earth, or go to Mercury. Those are the places I feel that the adventures aren't more time consuming than the others otherwhere in the solar system. So this is for the renewed Warlock leg requirements. You gotta defeat enemies in the European Aero Zone, collect soul orbs and strikes, and defeat commands in the European Aero Zone while quote the Void subclass. When you're in the European Aero Zone, when you need to defeat enemies, just use the Void subclass so you can bang up both of those two objectives. So it just leaves you to collect soul orbs and strikes, try to look for Lake of Shadows or the Inverted Spiral, any quick strikes, so you can beat that out by just using a solar subclass. So lastly, this is the renewed Warlock Bond requirements. You gotta complete public events, defeat combatants with super abilities, and complete Crucible or Gambit matches. For the Crucible or Gambit, really, it's up to you if you want to do PvP and PvE, or just PvP in general. It's up to you if you want to do Crucible or Gambit. I would say Gambit Prime and normal like 6v6 or comp are the quickest ways to do any of those. For public events, you can do it anywhere in the system, maybe the content public event, because that does count. You can defeat combatants there with your super ability, so you can bang both of those out just using your grenade. So those two objectives are done, and you already finished the Crucible or Gambit matches, so that will be an easy done piece of armor. I hope you guys did enjoy this video, and there is a follow-up with the Majestic quest steps, which is the one after you finish this. If you want to, I will link that video down below, and then soon there will be a Magnificent one, and a Drain one will be before this one in a playlist. Again, I hope you guys did enjoy it, and if you guys don't mind, then please subscribe to the channel. I'd really appreciate your support to 3,000 subscribers. I want to thank you to all the support that happened. I want to hit 5,000 subscribers before Beyond Light. I hope we can do it, but I want to hit 3,000 this month. I would really appreciate it, guys. So thank you for all the support, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.